The Batcopter's ready to take off with today's game, Super Cobra, which sadly has nothing to do with G.I. Joe. Let's go ahead and take Super Cobra, let's pop it in my Intellivision and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Super Cobra, which was probably named after the Bell AH-1 Super Cobra attack helicopter, was published by Parker Brothers and carries a copyright year of 1983. It is based on the 1981 Konami arcade game, which itself served as the prequel to their arcade classic Scramble. The game was not released in the US, with most copies appearing in Europe and a few French-Canadian copies appearing in Canada. Just so you know, European copies will play on an American system. The manual opens with the following: brush off your ace piloting skills because you're about to take off on a hair-raising adventure, air surveillance of enemy territory. This means an 11,000-mile obstacle course through ever-changing terrain, over craggy mountaintops, around tall city buildings, through long, jagged tunnels. And that isn't all. The course is just rigged with chopper-stopping weapons like igniting rockets, heavy ground artillery, flobbynoids, and flying saucers. Every 1,000 miles of terrain brings an ever-increasing challenge and ever-certain danger. But a handsome payoff lies at the end of the course for anyone who's got what it takes. Super Cobra is a horizontally scrolling shooter for 1 or 2 players alternating. At the beginning, you can pick one of 4 difficulties, with 1 being the easiest with the most lives and 4 being the hardest. The game did not originally come with an overlay, although I did get some Psycho Stormtrooper overlays that were made later with my used copy. For the controls, you use the disc to fly your copter around the first half of the screen. Pressing the upper side buttons, or button 1 on your controller, fires a pair of bullets. By moving up and down when firing them, you can split them up a little bit more than usual. But you cannot fire again until they hit a target or leave the screen. Pressing the lower side button, or number 3 on your keypad, releases a bomb, with a limit of 1 bomb on screen at a time. The game is separated into 11 sections, each with its own set of challenges and variety of enemies. According to the manual, in section 11 there is some booty to collect by touching it. Yes, the manual calls it booty. It must have been written on Talk Like a Pirate Day. If you fail to collect it, you repeat that section. If you do collect it, you go back to section 1. Throughout the game, you burn fuel. You regain fuel by destroying fuel tanks on the bottom, which is naturally the logical way to refuel a helicopter. If you are hit or run out of fuel, you crash and lose a life. On the top of the screen, you will see scrolling your score, fuel amount, number of lives, and occasionally the distance traveled. Scoring-wise, you get 100 points per target and additional points for clearing every 1,000-mile section. Graphically speaking, the game has a solid look. The in-game sounds are okay, but I found the title song slightly jarring. Family-friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game is one of the pricier Intellivision games with a value of $69 loose, $132 complete, and $188 new. So what did I think of Super Cobra on the Intellivision? Believe it or not, this is my first real experience playing a port of Super Cobra, and it took me a little bit to get into the game. I don't care much for these type of shooters, and the Intellivision controller isn't ideal for these type of games. However, once you get used to the controls and the gameplay, it's actually a fun game. I really appreciate how the game allows you to use either the side buttons or the keypad, something I wish more Intellivision games allowed. I also appreciate how many lives they give you on the easy difficulty. I found this game challenging even on the easiest difficulty, and I wasn't able to reach the final levels. It can be frustrating when you can't avoid a last-second attack, and it made me wish my copter moved a little bit quicker, but the amount of lives they give you does help ease the pain. Overall, I found this game to be pretty enjoyable, and I wouldn't mind playing it more in the future. So where am I going to rank Super Cobra? It's going to end up in my top 20, right next to the classic Astro Smash, a game I can enjoy in short spurts, but that ends up feeling too repetitive after a while. And since Super Cobra offers more variety, I'm giving it the edge. So out of the 45 games I've now ranked for the Intellivision, Super Cobra is bombing fuel tanks at the 17th position. Super Cobra is a fun arcade port on the Intellivision, although its high price point may make this a title that only appeals to collectors with some extra money to spend. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. Click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. At this time, I want to thank Patreon supporters Jumpin' Jim L, Rockin' Robert M, The Judge Jeremy L, Super Johnny P, Crazy Caleb J, Dashing David F, Rippin' Ron F, The Great Gary K, and Marvelous Mark S for voting to make the Intellivision the System of the Month for April. Look for some more Intellivision reviews later on. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, and if your car's running low on fuel, please don't blow up your local gas station to refuel it. Trust me, that only works in the games.